Well, hello everyone. It's Saturday, March 1st, and I'm on the air on a weekend, which is really weird, but I meant to do this yesterday, but I wanted to let all the dust settle. And what I mean by that is take a look at this. Where are we here? There we go. This is going to go down in history as probably one of the greatest pictures of all time. I mean, when you think about it, think about think about the times that Trump has been epic and pictures that have gone along with him being epic. His first one, and the one that stands out to me, is his mugshot after he was arrested in Georgia. He uses that as a prop now. I think he's actually got a picture of this, a copy of that mugshot in the White House now, in the Oval Office, which I think is absolutely hilarious. And the other one was with him with his fist in the air after being shot in the ear, attempted assassination. Epic. I mean, compared to Joe Biden falling off of a bicycle and freezing up in front of everyone, I can't really remember of anything that Biden did that was worth repeating, or that a picture that was iconic other than him with his mouth gapped open staring out into space. But here you've got the leader of the free world, okay? The leader of the free world. And you can tell by this picture alone what's going on. You can see JD Vance, who was there, which I thought was just fantastic to have JD Vance in that meeting. And obviously there were some things that went on prior to the meeting that were not exactly, I guess we weren't seeing eye to eye from what I understand. Now, no one's actually given me the blow by blow that went on in the background, but apparently there was some disagreement. Now, Trump tried to smooth that over and say, we had some disagreements, but we've grown from there, and we're doing okay. We're moving towards a common goal. But no, look at this. Both of them, JD and Trump, and look at the posture of Zelensky. He's protecting himself. He knows he's losing this battle. He knows he's up against this guy and he's going to lose. Matter of fact, let's switch over to the let me show you the actual footage of it.
Everybody has problems.
Yeah. Whoops. Let's do this.
But you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, did you hear JD? Yeah, it's exactly what you're doing. You're telling me what I'm supposed to
We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't.
We're not playing cards. What
You're
an
playing
idiot.
cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
World War III.
You're
He's
gambling
exactly
with
right.
World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's back to you, far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
A lot
entire
of
meeting,
times.
you said thank
Even
you.
today.
You went
Sure
to
you have.
Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October.
Yeah, you
Offer
campaigned
some
for
words
Harris,
of
you
appreciation for the
What-
United States
what
of
you're speaking
America
about.
and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly.
Oh
He's not
my
speaking
God,
loudly.
what a baby.
Your country's
Can I-
in big
can I-
trouble.
can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You've
I-
done a
No,
lot of
you cannot
talking.
speak.
Your
No.
country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
Look at this. He's
You're not
getting an
winning
ass
this.
to it. I love it.
You have a damn good chance of
We are
coming out
staying-
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet.
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military
president, folks.
equipment.
You
and
voted-
That's-
you met
that's a
brave,
little
but
less
they had
than
to
what's
use our
in,
military.
What about
If
West
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
Listen.
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times.
He said it all the time, but he's not going to say it again.
And let's,
What an asshole! Is this guy not an asshole? Is he not an asshole? Am I just imagining this? This is the biggest prick I've ever seen. Unbelievable to walk into someone else's home, the leader of the free world, the most powerful human being on the planet. He can move mountains if he wants to. He's been giving you money, or at least the country has been, for since 2014. When there was a coup. I mean, there's a lot more to this story. We're at fault. The war hawks of the war, actually the war chickens are the ones that are responsible for this. The Victoria Newlands of the world, the John Boltons, the Susan Rices, Powers. Yeah, you've got Kagans. And for a while, you had Lindsey Graham on board. Now he thinks Zelensky should resign or be impeached. You walk into somebody else's house and you start telling them how to do business, especially if they're the ones that are paying your way. How dare you? And I don't care what anybody says. People can say, oh, Trump wasn't polite enough and he was this and he was that and it was a setup. And I really don't give a shit. I don't know about the rest of you. I don't care. I don't care if it was a setup. This guy needed to be taken down. I'm sick of him and I'm sick of his problems. I am sick of his war. We got no business being involved in this. This is a border dispute. We got no business being here. This guy is a child trafficker. I've read tons of stuff. His wife is trafficking children from the Ukraine all over the world. That's why he doesn't want to make a deal with Putin. He's doing horrible, horrible things. Zelensky and his wife are child traffickers. That's where they make their money. This guy is unbelievable. And by the way, I want you to take a look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is the this is the ambassador. This is the Ukrainian ambassador to the United States. This is why he's speaking. This is while he's speaking. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. She's got her head in her hands. She's going, holy shit, this guy's blown it. He's gone in here and pissed off the most powerful individual on the planet. And there's not going to be any more money. There's going to be a deal at some point. He got thrown out. Did you know he got thrown out of the White House? They tossed his ass. They said, get the hell out of here. And that's exactly what I would do. I tip my hat to J.D. Vance and Trump. I do. How dare you walk into my house, into my home, into the Oval Office, the most important and most powerful position in the world, and you start dictating to me what I'm going to do, and you show no, you don't thank us, you don't say please. I'm telling you, I've told my grandkids this, I've told my kids this. Thank you and please, most important things you can say in life. They'll get you so much further. And do not be entitled about anything. Do not think you're owed anything. Zelensky walks in there, acts like you owe him something. Like this is, it's embarrassing. I wish this guy nothing but the worst. I hope they take him down. Now, from what I understand, he went to England or to Great Britain right after he met with us, and they wrote him a check for $2 billion. Fine, be my guest. That money will run out. The people of England, the people of Great Britain are not going to put up with that. They don't want this war any more than anybody else does. Europe wants us to foot the bill for it, and they want to keep this thing going for the next 10 years because the money laundering and the child trafficking, everything illegal is being covered up by this war. Don't let anybody kid you. Zelensky's a scumbag. He's an actor. He's always been an actor. He has no diplomatic skills. The only diplomatic skills he knows is he walks in, and this was during the Trump administration and the Obama administration for that matter. Well, he dealt with Obama a little bit, but my point is this. Prior to meeting Donald Trump and going through this, trying to make this deal for the minerals, the rare earth minerals, He usually walked in, snorted a few lines before he walked in. Did you see him messing with his nose the whole time? The guy's a cokehead. He usually walks in, says a few things, hugs Biden. They write him a check for billions of dollars. He was used to that. He was used to getting his way. He was used to the United States folding like an aluminum lawn chair and kissing his ass. Well, now he doesn't have that. Now he's up against a guy who's taking no crap. He wants something in return. He wants to be treated correctly. He wants you, and it's not, bending at the knee. I'm not talking about that. Trump was not expecting him to kiss his ass, but he did want him to show a little, I don't know, a little, he wanted you to be thankful to some degree, be courteous. Apparently Zelensky doesn't know how to do that. And if he was in my home and that happened and he was talking to me about something and maybe a business deal we were doing, and I was 1 foot in the bill and this guy started this shit, exactly, I would have told him to get the hell out of my house. And I don't care what anybody says. There are people out there defending this on the Zelensky side. Americans are defending this. It's ridiculous. I, for one, will not. This guy screwed the pooch. He did. He screwed the pooch. He thought he was going to go in and be the tough guy, and he ran up against the tougher guy. And this guy's like 4'8". How dare you? And not only that, but folks, I'll tell you, what pisses me off more than anything is this guy doesn't even have the decency to wear a fucking suit when he goes into. I'm not walking into the White House if I'm invited in a t-shirt and shorts and flip-flops. I'm just not going to do it. Just not going to. And I don't care if I'm comfortable. Put a suit on. Show some respect. So show some gratitude. How dare you walk in there like that? I'm surprised Trump didn't smack him across the face. I would have appreciated if he had. This guy is a loser. A loser. Matter of fact, let me show you something here. I've got it here. I want you to watch this. Do you believe this? This is Zelensky before he was president. And I know Trump was a TV star on The Apprentice, but Trump was also a billionaire. He was a businessman. This is ridiculous. This is embarrassing. We gave this guy billions of dollars to buy a needless war. Look at this. Unbelievable. How does that work? How does that work? How were we allowed? How are we drug into this? It's unbelievable. Zelensky is the biggest. He's got the Napoleon complex is what he's got. He's a short little son of a gun. He is. I bet he probably weighs $110 soaking wet. And he comes in here with his chest all puffed up, thinking he's going to be a badass. And Trump and J.D. Vance put him down, and all they wanted was a thank you. That's all they wanted. They wanted this mineral deal. And like Trump said, you got no cards to play, pal. None. If you come with us, you'll have some cards to play. You'll have a better hand. Right now, you got nothing. You don't even have a pair. You come with us, you'll have a straight flush. You make this deal with us, we'll have contractors in there digging up the minerals and your natural resources. We make a 50-50 deal, and Russia's not going to start bombing us because they know that there are American contractors there. Trump's exactly right about this. This is a strategic move. And Zelensky starts giving him a hard time. It was absolutely epic. I've never seen anything like this. A friend of mine called me. He said, "Did you see what was happening?" I said, "No." I said, "I was on the phone with somebody." I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "Oh my God." He goes, "Trump just ripped this guy a new one." I said, "Well, I got to see that." So which I did. I turned it on. My mouth is gapped open the whole time watching this. Folks, this is absolutely historic. I've never seen anything like this. I don't think anybody has. I've heard people that say they got 40, 50 years in this business, never seen anything like this. And Trump did this on purpose. I think he knew that this was going to happen. I think he knew that he was going to come in like this, and he wanted the media there. He wanted networks there to record this, and he said it himself. He said, "Hey, we're glad you're here. We want the American people to see how this works." And what he was saying, and without saying it, is, "We want you to see how big of an asshole this guy is, how ungrateful he is, how conceited he is, how unprofessional he is." That's what he wanted America to see, and by God, he got it. Yeah, Zelensky should have known better. You're playing against a pro here. This is like going up against somebody that's number 2 in the world in tennis, and you, as his opponent, play with friends on the weekends. You got your ass handed to you. He got spanked, got tossed out of that place. They didn't even have lunch. He told him, take a hike. Get out of here. I loved it. I didn't know I could respect Trump any more than I did. And folks, it went up a notch. I didn't even know that the gauge went this high. Yeah. This is fantastic. And JD Vance was fantastic. Rubio, they're all on the same page. We want this war ended. And Zelensky does not want this war ended. Neither does anyone neither does anyone involved in this, because there's money being laundered. Their checks are going to be cut off. Their source of income is going to be eliminated if this war goes sideways, or there's an end to it. That's what's going on. Don't let anybody kid you. It's all about money. It's always about money. Anything you do is about money at the end of the day. Money and power. Zelensky doesn't want to give up either one of them. And they will find that him and his wife and a whole cabal in Ukraine are committing crimes against humanity with this child trafficking. They're actually going to the eastern part of Ukraine and taking kids. It's called White Angels. It's a military group that goes around and collects kids, saying that they're going to protect them from the war, and they're selling them into slavery around the world. Believe me, just do a little bit of digging, you'll find out. That's what it is. It's horrible things they're doing. Horrible. And this idiot walks into the White House and tries to be the badass. He should have known better. Surely somebody told him this wasn't going to work out if he did that. But there again, you saw his little thing on stage. He's an idiot. He's an actor. He's playing a part. That's all this is. And he's getting paid very well for it. So anyway, that's all I got today. We will talk again probably next week. I think I'll take tomorrow off. It's Sunday, but appreciate you guys listening. And I've had a few new subscribers. Keep that up if you can. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Peace out.